Good morning, my loves. Welcome to a day in the life of a normal person. You are waking up with me. We are having our morning coffee together. And I did have a sudden realization last night, though, that I think I'm going to start moving to tea, but not the kind that gets sold in like the grocery stores, like really natural herbs from Mother. Tea has actually always upset my belly more than coffee. Isn't that weird? I'm totally normal. Trust me. That's what this channel's all about. Being totally normal. Actually, what this channel is about is the message that you need to hear. Hi, welcome to your message this morning. Right, how do I explain this? I've really got to get something written down real quick. All right, Friday is my next day off, which happens to be the new moon. When I am recording this anyway. I apologize. I am all over the place today, you guys. I've got a very restless 4 hours of sleep. I think I even pushed that up to 4 hours, being restless, and then forced it for like another hour or so before I tried to get up, and then I meditated. But that was not even, I was going in and out there, so I decided, okay, it's time to get up half an hour later. And I am very glad because we do actually, if you do watch these messages in chronological order, I apologize. One, I've been promising an opening greet that doesn't go all over the place and explains who I am and what this channel is about. But the reality is that something led you here today. The day that I am recording this is a Thursday. It is 5/21/2020, and Thursday is the day of green. Yay, green. Sorry. Green is, I don't know, don't you feel just like green is like the color of everything good? If you really think it's a color of life, healthy life. And anyway, yeah, we're going to get to all that. Trust me. That's part of all the things that I like to talk about. I do like to open the morning with, well, there used to be like a fun fact or two, but now it's a couple pages. But here's the thing I realized this morning, you guys. When this channel first started as Shower Thoughts, I really enjoyed that morning study part. So I love learning. We should never stop learning. It's a part of growing. It's like our fertilizer. So all of these facts, it's information, downloaded into me, and now you as well. That is obviously necessary. Anyway, so we start off with some morning announcements, and usually it discusses something that is very pertaining to the day, to the week or whatever, but mostly the day or the surrounding days that I am currently in. These messages are timeless. They are first and foremost I just feel that I am just a vessel, a tool for Source, God, Spirit, angels, guides, to be able to, my heart chakra is just kicking right now. Whew. Like I got a donkey in there. Anyway, so in the morning, I meditate, I cleanse my space, and cleansing the cards. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Source. Thank you, guides. Thank you, angels. you, Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, and thank you, Jesus. All right. So this is also, after morning announcements, I like to pull some cards from my tarot deck. This is the Modern Witches Tarot deck. It's the only deck that I have. And as I mentioned, I've only been doing this, these intuitive messages using tarot cards. I set this up so that you guys have something also fun to look at. We have new lighting that makes it super duper bright though. So I'm really going to have to invest in more colorful items to bring out the coloring. But hopefully you can zoom in or whatever on your screen and take a look at things while I gab. Hopefully this resonates with you. It may not all. Don't think that every single word I say has to resonate with you, because these are also general messages for the collective, for absolutely anyone that gets led here, which I absolutely have to say is such an honor. Like, I can't even tell you what an honor it is, and what joy and bliss and internal, external, it just fills my world with love. I absolutely love doing this. And even if I only help one other person, that's cool with me. Spread the love, you know. Anyway, so yes, Thursday is also, so that's what I'm saying, like, even though it might not be Thursday, that when you're watching this, or 5/21/2020, quite possibly, I like to give the number of the date, because 5/21/2020 might mean something to you. 52122, 534, something like that. So those numbers might mean something to you. Numbers are a huge form of communication from spirit. I don't particularly like labels. So however you want to, I mean, even passed on loved ones, I really hesitate to label anything at all. But however it resonates with you, you know how this fits in your life. I kind of got to generalize it so it kind of can be a broader thing. Same thing as when we go through, the tarot cards. These are pictures that help me be able to guide, because I am open. I open the door, like, myself to all of it and all of you. And so whatever, I have a lot of stuff filtering through. Okay, so another thing is I'm all over the place. It does go on, I like to say, it goes on a general track, okay? And the track is source, all right? And driving the train are the archangels. And then each of the tracks are like the spirits and the guides and the passed down loved ones and stuff like that, and all the different messages that have to come through. And I am a car jumper. I go from car to car, but it all flows together. I promise. It all comes together and it all leads to the same place every single time. Even the tarot message and even the morning announcements. It's all a separate car, but it's all the same train and it all is going to the same place. It's really kind of cool how it works out. Even when I jump off the tracks, which I do often, it's okay. Just watch. It just makes the ride a little more interesting. Okay, you guys. So, I'm going to put this, can you see? I don't know. All right. I want you guys to see this one in particular. It resembles this guy right here. Remember this guy we found outside it's so heavy, you guys. It's unbelievable. And I wish you could see the amount of sparkle in it. It's just so beautiful. Magnetite. Excellent stone for right now. Other than heart chakra stones, of course, we're going to obviously say anything green, as well as rose quartz. This little squirrel is there this morning. Very specifically, I got a message twice to be able to remind you to believe in yourself. This is a huge love message. Heart chakra, obviously. And this is about believing in yourself, loving yourself. Rose quartz, okay? Heart chakra. And the squirrel. This is all about the love and belief in yourself, all right? These are my symbols for water. You know, that kind of love should flow throughout your entire body like water. I do believe, though, that green might be, or Thursday, green might be the element of air for some reason. It comes up in our notes in a minute. But, again, the flow of air, just like that. Yeah. Okay, we got to get down to business, seriously. I'm so sorry. All right, lots of cosmic activity going on, you guys. Man, the sleeplessness, the amount of energy I just had. Okay, let me even reverse even more. Okay, so like I had around 3 days or so of a really negative, depressive, just isolating vibe that I was shaken. And I was working through, and I was being gentle with myself, acknowledging it, but yet not allowing myself to fully take hold of it, to take that sticker label and put it on myself. Maybe I'm not, because I know I have a lot to be thankful for. I know I am loved, and I have all, the world loves me, the earth loves me, God loves me. I know where I actually am. So what are these thoughts and feelings that I'm having? You guys, it's not just the collective. It's not just the world and this coronavirus thing that we're going through right now. You have to also, or even if you're watching this not during coronavirus, please remember, like, there is planetary, universal elements that are at play here, okay? So just remember, if the moon can affect the tide of the entire planet's water system, it can affect the drop of water that you are. Okay? You have an ocean of water inside of you that the moon and these planets and their pulls and their energy highly affects you. Do not take that lightly. Don't be so hard on yourself. Okay, just lots of stuff to make you feel overwhelmed, all right? This month started off with Pluto retrograde, which is all about transformation. We had the Scorpio full moon on the 7th, which was about transformation. And we had Saturn retrograde. We had Venus retrograde, Jupiter retrograde. Now, this week, though, guess what today is, you guys? Happy Ascension Day. Not even kidding. So, this shit that you've been going through may be peaking. Today is Ascension Day, you guys. Huge business right there. I will dive into that a little bit. But please just know that also tomorrow is the new moon at 1:38, p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh my gosh, and it's the new moon in Gemini. And with all this karmic release stuff and transformation stuff and Ascension Day, you guys, it's time to rake in all those blessings. I just have this really green. Does green not remind you of luck? And we've had a few messages about that. Okay. Strength. Okay, notes. Strengthens the Palladian portal. I need to look into this big time. I might hopefully give a PM message. It's going to be a beautiful day where I am right now in the United States. And I am going to be getting a lot of work done this weekend, next week, on the new habitat for and taking a day in the life of a normal person on the road. I have so much to do there. but I love the fact that it is my human life connecting my spiritual life in the physical. So I don't mind. It's kind of like this. I love doing this work. So it's all connected. So I am with you, even though if I don't give a PM message, but if I do, just so you know, it's going to be about a Palladian portal. If you identify with the starseed light worker aspect of things, this could be a good message for you to keep your eye open for. Okay, energy from a new lunar cycle. Time to plant the seeds of intention for all we wish to create. This is a huge, beautiful, wonderful, I believe that's what this Palladium portal is talking about, in a sense. This is a huge manifesting time. Manifest everything that your heart desires. Heart, get it? Heart. It's going to be a huge theme. The second I wrote down the fact that it is the day for the heart chakra. Did I mention that? I'm so sorry. Okay, so before I get into notes, I have to mention that not only is green the day of Thursday, it is green to honor your fourth chakra. This is the fourth day of the week. It is your fourth chakra. Your heart chakra is the color of green. Bright, beautiful, vibrant green. Like the greenest, most healthiest, beautiful forest, okay? And we're going to touch on that in just a moment as well. Now, back on track. This is a time of magic. The darkness reminds us of the darkness of transformation. The new moon, new moon means there's no light to it, all right? It's in the shadows. Shadow work time, possibly. That's going to clear the path if you do it. I'm not kidding. If you have been hesitating to do shadow work, I'm telling you today is the day to do it, because you will be reaping the rewards this weekend. Whew. This is a time of magic. The darkness reminds us of the darkness of transformation and the unknown. The magic in how all of creation begins. It's such a beautiful time. Like, with tuning into this creative, beautiful energy where, finding the beauty in the unknown. I mean, if you really stop, you remove any fear aspect, and it's exciting, adrenaline filled, and it's a beautiful time when you look back at when you did push through ever, and the rewards and the experience and the memories and the stuff that you hold in your heart. Yeah, that's beautiful. The growth aspect, I'm so glad I put this here. This is a perfect representation. This is a fertility. This is our transformation, our growth. This is the seeds sprouting. Yes, I'm so glad I put that there today. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I love it when stuff happens like that. When you just go with the flow and you simply tune into your higher self and let your intuition guide you and let your human self rest. It produces a very beautiful day. Anyway, sorry. Strong water energy from Mercury, Venus, and Neptune during this time. The Gemini energy that we are in, like Venus retrograde is in Gemini. I believe it's like the Gemini new moon. This is a Gemini time, big time. So I'm assuming if you have Gemini anywhere in your chart, you are really going to be feeling like Jupiter's just sprinkling of blessings, especially with this Ascension day and new moon this week. Heart and mind may feel pulled between two choices, though, with the Gemini energy. It's a sense of confusion, a sense of loss, or hopelessness. But don't worry. The light of the new moon reminds us that light will come again soon. It's just a process. The Gemini energy also helps us feel, though, connected to earth and heaven. Isn't that what I just said? I'm doing things that connect my spirituality to my human world. We become the bridge between these two states, and what life is and that's what life is all about. Yes, life, green life. Oh, love this. This just all fits together. It's like a really cool puzzle. Very powerful time for ritual work. Use our powers of creation to make wise decisions that are sure to stand the test of time. The Saturn retrograde does carry strict, stable, grounded energy, supporting setting goals and being more practical. Trust your inner wisdom. Your inner wisdom comes from your heart. If you're thinking from your head, no. I mean, you can't really think from your head, because then it's like source. It just comes to you. It's not really thinking. You just think from your heart, because that's using your senses, I honestly. Anyway, okay, Ascension Day. Yay. I wish I had glitter. Tradition of marking your boundaries. Oh my gosh, this, honestly, the research that I've done on Ascension Day, I almost hesitated to actually say anything because it was so all over the place. Of course, until I got out. Don't take me the wrong way here, but until I got out of the Christian realm of the information. It's so limited. I do not miss that at all. Do not take me wrong, because I was a Christian for 40 years of my life, okay? I identified with that label. I still believe in all of the things that built my faith throughout those years. However, I simply busted the lid off of it, and now I understand more and open to... I just understand that it's not about religion and labels. Put it that way, okay? You can't be offended by anything I say. I am not politically correct. I say some awkward, stupid shit, all right? Don't ever leave me negative comments about stuff I say, because I swear, Spirit knows my heart and my intentions. And if it doesn't resonate with you, just leave it. There's so many other channels that you can watch and ways to get the messages you need, all right? Just be here to share the love and receive the love, okay? Okay, I love you. Back on track. So, the tradition of marking your boundaries. It's like beating your mark is what was noted a lot. And honestly, little boys, even eventually, instead of the processions through town, people used to go, actually, it's funny because they used to go to like the corner, the boundaries of the city or the boundaries of the church actually the church was a part of that community usually. And they would beat the rocks with twigs, marking the boundaries. Of course, the whole stupid thing of you got to belong to the church and these people only do. Anyway. Also, along those lines, though, this is how fucked up the church got. That they used to beat little boys instead of the rocks after a while. That's stupid. Anyway, this actually dates back before the Norman conquest of Great Britain. So it does actually have more pagan roots. It's not simply, and I knew it, about Jesus Christ's ascension to as the Holy Spirit and like revealing himself to his disciples 40 days after Easter, the crucifixion on the cross, okay? So it's just that the Christian faith, like everything else, took over, okay, what was already existing, and made it their own. So let's just say religion. Let's not label Christian, okay. But the beating of twigs in the stones afforded the bounds between communities and the outside realms of gods and magical creatures. It's driving out the evil before the land was blessed, and then bountiful for years to come. And this was very widespread during early medieval Europe. Communities' connection to the land around them acknowledging the local spirits, and offering thanks for the anticipated harvest. The local spirits of the land were just replaced by the Christian gods. So do you understand? Like, that, what a beautiful thing that they used to do to, like, basically they blessed their space, their little town, you know, and they did this honoring once a year during the springtime, you know. This is, we'll touch on that in a moment. But, okay, so a little bit back down to the fourth heart chakra. This connects us to our emotional self, acceptance, happiness, joy, peace, harmony, understanding, compassion, and of course, love. So good sounds to help, like, plug into if you want to, like, plug into your earbuds, or just have on your speaker in your house while you're cleaning. 342 hertz, as well as, this is where that wind thing came up. I don't know. The wind blowing sounds are very good to help balance and open up your heart chakra. All right. Good yoga poses for the heart chakra are the easy pose, Lord of the Fishes, cow face pose, warrior 2, downward dog, and child's pose. So I have some affirmations here. Let's take a real quick second and do 4, 7, 8. We're going to breathe in through our nostrils, being aware of feeling that breath go down, like your lungs are going to suck in that air through your nostrils for a count of 4. Not 4 seconds, a count of 4. And then you're going to hold it there in your heart chakra. And you're going to let that life force just circulate and energize and clear out your heart chakra for a count of 7. And then you're going to release that no longer serves you, all the blockages, anything that has been hindering you from opening up to love, for a count of 8. Just make sure your exhale is always longer than the holding process or the inhaling process, okay? Even if it's just a count of 1. So in for 4, hold for 7, and exhale for 8. All right? Release what no longer serves your higher self. Just release it. Breathe it out. All right? While you do this 1 to 3 times, I'm going to read these affirmations, and you can go ahead, hopefully, maybe, close your eyes, but you don't need to. And I want my voice to be your voice, okay? I am open to love. I am kind to myself. I allow love to fill me up and guide me in all my actions. I am able to let go of the past. I forgive myself and others. I am worthy of unconditional love. I love myself and others fearlessly. All right. So now the last thing I have to touch on, yay, look, and it's not even a whole page, guys. Green. I thought oh yes, this was very duly noted, that green symbolizes breaking of shackles, freedom from bondage. It is the color of fertility. And remember, we always make note that fertility does not just mean pregnancy, kids. Okay? Fertility is the fruits of your labor. All right? All of that you've been going through right now, the fertility aspect is those were the seeds that you planted, being strong and like doing what your higher self has called you to do, and loving yourself and having compassion with yourself through these difficult times. And then the fertility aspect is those are the seeds that you planted, and it just springs, just explodes to life. Okay. Freedom from bondage. It is the color of fertility. Bountifulness. Hope. Victory of life over death. Yes. Fresh start of spring. Oceans of, yes, I love that this is all happening. Like, every aspect of these messages just fits so well. This is happening at a time of springtime right now when I'm recording this. And there's just oceans of green everywhere. This brings the attributes of youth, sentimentality, nature, adventure, growth, and health. Okay, that's all I'm being called to share today, apparently. That was a long gun, though. I know, I'm sorry. One more sip of coffee? Lukewarm. All right, we're done. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with you guys, but this sleeplessness thing, not cool. I haven't had that in a long time. That was weird. I mean, I know I got like those 4 hours in, but it's still, I feel like I didn't even need to sleep. I even had to like force myself to go to sleep as it was, because it was like 11 o'clock at night, and I do like to wake up at 4 a.m. But maybe that's why I was doing it. I don't know. It's so funny. As I laid there fighting it, I even told myself, every single time you fight it, you regret it. And Spirit has a reason for waking you up right now. I never use an alarm clock. Like, I work at my human job this morning, as well, after this. And I know I need to have time. I want to have time. When I say I need to have time, I don't mean that in any kind of a negative way, just so you know. But, to do these messages, I need time to shower and get ready for my day. I got to make sure my vessel is fed and cared for, and make it to work on time. Okay, that last part doesn't normally happen, but it's all good. I did actually recently come upon some beautiful skills that were downloaded to me through a relationship of a person that has excellent time management skills, and that was actually a very fun skill to learn. I really do enjoy good time management as much as I enjoy money management. Alright, we're going to put these guys together now, and we're going to see what Spirit has to say to us, okay? Please know that these, as you could see, this deck is different than regular tarot. And even when we read from her book, like, I don't know, it's almost, I like the fact that they're not just standard tarot, because of the fact that these messages are supposed to be more personalized from Spirit to you. Whether you believe in God, Source, or what, angels, or any of it, you don't even have to believe in tarot, honestly. You don't have to believe in any of it at all. It is. But I don't even know where I was going with that. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guys. What's going on? Did I do one too many? I'm sorry. I just really want to make sure that we give a fair message and they know. All right. What have we got for today? Wow. Ah, beautiful. King of Pentacles. I love it. Pentacles are of the earth. Anything of the material world. I personally like to call a pentacle whatever your heart's treasure is. What of this world, of this earth, do you love, that brings you joy, that makes you feel successful? That makes you feel like the king of your world. Look at the flowers growing. Like there are some rocks, but it's like more like adventure rocks, like outside when you're going on an adventure walk, and like the bountiful green is still taking over the world. Look at the vine growing up over things, you know? Like, yeah, like the bounty cannot even help itself. Like he's so chalant and relaxed. He looks like a fun-spirited king, and the work life is definitely in the shadows. This actually looks more like a religious tower, doesn't it? So it's almost like all of your religious views, all of the views that you had of the past, your work, your success, those ideas are pretty far behind you. They're in the shadows. Like you don't, I don't know, there may be a part of your foundation. They may be a part of your, you remember it. It's not like you started a new life on the other side. You have built a wall between you and that world, but also you're going to use it. You're going to keep that information in your insight. That light blue resembles your insight and your intuition. You're using it to take you places. His pants are resembling the same color. You're actually using it maybe to help you grow to leave that world. That's an interesting combination, isn't it? That's awesome. But yeah, it's like the steps that you took to do that are now making your world beautiful and bountiful. Taurus the bull there. Wow, very good Taurus energy that's like supporting this. You've become the king of your world. That's not a night. Oh, look, and the Queen of Cups. So not just money, but love, passion, compassion, emotion. And it's just coming. Sorry about the crease. This was the very first card that my granddaughter loved playing with. Look at how fuzzy. Okay. All right. So look at how she is stably on the ground. She is grounded. She is of the earth, on the earth. However, she has such a magical ability, this mermaid here, to connect both worlds, being grounded as well as being totally connected to her emotions and her feelings. Oh my God, the dress, the color of crystalline, just insight and clarity of both mind and heart. Very comfortable, warm feeling. Oh my gosh. All right. And her cup is like open and peeling. This cup is different than any other of the cups. Because see how her card is like, it's like her cup opening like the crown, like your crown chakra. Connecting your just overflowing. Okay, so I do love how the waves are touching her, the water. She is in the water as well, but it's not overwhelming in any way. It's playful, it's warm, it's like you want that water to come up just that little bit like that, and it just feels so good. Man, she is beautiful. Her crown pointing up to the divine as well. Holy shit. Again, not just a knight or a page. We are starting off with the king and the queen. You have balanced both earth, like you're very stable, very emotionally secure. Let's do this, guy. Uh-oh, what happened? Yeah? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we're going to take it. Justice card upside down. Again, I got to get new cards, you guys, soon. Maybe 2 weeks now, I think. All right, let's look at her like this so we can understand her a little bit, okay? Okay, so I actually... Let's... Let's clarify justice before I say anything. Can you please help me understand this justice in reverse, Spirit? A little bit more of a clue. Maybe I wasn't supposed to pull that out like that. No, this has already happened, so obviously it was meant to be. Alright, find the cards. Thank you. Oh, the Lovers. Beautiful. Which, okay, so I find here you also have balance, like the masculine and feminine within you. I feel like these are both you, but now we have the Lovers card coming in, which... Okay, so Justice, 1, it's a major arcana. The Lovers is also a major arcana. So those mean major life events. This is not just your everyday blunders, and this isn't just making a grocery list, or this isn't just deciding what's for dinner. This is life stuff. Forever life stuff. Like from this point for the rest of your life. Justice is all about karmic balance. You've balanced the scales. You've worked through all of the karma. So the fact that she's in reverse, it's cause and effect. What is holding us back from this? And then the Lovers is just like clarifying it. All right. Is it because I feel like it's because you're not doing self-care. You're not loving yourself. You're worried about the Lovers card being somebody coming. You're worried about that king in being some guy coming to your rescue, or your queen coming to your rescue. You feel that you need a counterpart. You feel that those two cards need to be one person and one person. You feel that the Pentacles, your success and your emotional fulfillment relies on another person. And this is the thing that I feel like you haven't adjusted to quite yet. Okay. Oh, yes. Thank you, Spirit. 3 of Pentacles. You need to tap into what you have. Your gifts, your abilities, your talents, your skills, and your experience that you have to offer other people. Because you are badass. You are a badass being, full of life, love, and possibilities. Through this message, may you find a path to your best self. You guys, you need to let go of the idea that this love, this relationship, when it comes up in messages. Okay, that's another thing. Pause. I like to say that these things are messages because that's how I interpret them. That's how I pull them through to you. We also do readings. This is the current readings that we're doing. Rob Bell, Love Wins, is the book that we're reading. That's not like a plug-in or anything. I just am led to what book, like the last book that we read was Proverbs in the Holy Bible. And I just read a chapter a day. And I don't know what, it's not like supposed to be Christian based. That's not the aspect, even though Jesus is my best friend and has been for 43 years. I love you, Jesus. Thank you. However, I really honestly feel like green is a Jesus color as well. I'm just saying. But I also just know that Jesus is just as powerful as you and me. Like, that was the whole point of his freaking life. Like, the Christian faith got it way wrong. That's another reason why I'm really liking this Love Wins books. Anyway, we'll get into that when we get to reading. After I pull some cards, that's what we close off by reading. What are we at? 44 minutes. All right. Spirit, can you give us a few more cards? A message of hope to wrap this up. We do have that 3 of Pentacles, and you being aware that you are a badass being Everything is fine. This keeps popping up, you guys. Here is, though, here is your sunrise. Here is your light coming in after the dark. This is the day after the new moon. This is you waking up, realizing you're going to start being the badass being that you are, and you're going to start working on your own life. No more flood of painful tears. It's going to trickle down into just what's necessary to cleanse you at that time. You are no longer going to just lay there dying. You're not even hurt. You're not even bleeding. That's my acupuncture card personally. So you have your swords are your mind, your thoughts, your insight. Night, here it comes. Slowly but surely, yes. Come on. There you are. Hi. Come on, no, come back. Isn't that funny when it gets closer? Thank you. She's good. She's happy. She's on her way. She's moving. Maybe a little slower than you expect at first, but there's that pentacle. You see? The color coordination here, the night. Ooh, I got. So, the reality is that this is you. Okay? This is one person, like I said. The Justice card is the cause and effect of you need to release it. You need to take the pains of the past relationships that you suffer from are very, look at the theme color. Like the colors are very similar themed in those two cards. The Everything is Fine card, which is the Ten of Swords in this deck. I also have a Ten of Swords. So the fact that we did not get the Ten of Swords again, we got Everything is Fine again. Duly noted, because this is more about the fact that everything is fine. Yes, swords are your insight, your intuition, your, using your wits. So I just think that this is more of the healing aspect of things. I mean, it's not so much about using your intellect. It's just everything is fine. You're picking yourself up. You're doing it. Yes, she is still laying there, but she's doing something. She's processing. But as the sun rises. So again, this is kind of very slow energy of movement here. I don't know why. Look at you. And get it out of your head that your scales need to be balanced by somebody else. This is you taking your sword to balance the scales finally. To take responsibility for your own self-love, your own care, your relationship to yourself. These three people could very well all be you as well. This is you in the beginning of starting out this new adventure, this youthful spring spirit and new beginnings. You might just finally learn to tap into your inner creative side and let that be like you've always dreamed. What brings you your world here on earth? What builds your world? What is your pentacles, your coins, your income? You could reconnect with old advisors, teachers, mentors, people that I feel like people that have helped you overcome things. You're building better relationships with people. Basically, the people around you now are going to be more supportive of your higher self, of your new world that you are ready for. You are moving, you are standing up. See, you got on your horse, you rolled up your sleeves, you're getting to work. All right? You've processed your thinking, you've looked within, you've healed. You got on your horse, you're moving now. And that Knight of Pentacles is literally, bam, your King of Pentacles. Look at that. And to me, with just the Three of Pentacles in between there, it actually doesn't even take much effort, not much work at all. And I don't feel like it takes much time at all, to be honest with you, for it to start growing. Once you finally strip yourself bare, go within, nothing on the outside, be attached to nothing. Let it all go. Be free to be yourself. And use all of that life experience that you've gained through the things that you've been through to help you tap in to that creative side. This might be your higher self, Like, you might have to get a little crazy with this. Tell me you don't have to be crazy to stand on stage completely naked, to be drawn by a kid. There's that large red cloak here on our curtain on the back. Here's the red wings. Here's her red coat. I know it's the day of green, but duly noted that when I was researching, apparently that's a phrase of the day, isn't it? Jeez, I'm sorry. Green also helps us, it symbolizes Christmas. And here we are once again looking up the color red as well. Christmas colors. Might want to look into things that are, what is it, Yule or whatever. But I am thinking about Christmas, of Jesus' birth, new life, birth, magical rebirth, birth. It's like almost like you're going to be stepping into the fact that you have the same magic, the same powers, the same connection to source as Jesus did, in this new life that you're like. This is like Mary and Joseph on their way to Bethlehem. Only the baby being yours is almost like your inner child. Oh my God, your inner child coming to life. So start taking what your treasure is within your heart. No more worrying about, you have total self-love. Absolute. The angel Raphael is the healing angel. That is who the angel is in this card here with the lovers. The healing angel restores your relationship. And so I want you to know too, though, like, here's the other reason you don't have to worry about. In understanding that this is both you, masculine and feminine within, balancing your emotions 100% to the fact that you turn it into passion and it brings you wealth and grounding prosperity while you are alive on this earth. So, okay, anyway. Red. I wanted you guys to know, on my walk home last night after opening up the new habitat and getting it ready for today, I was walking home. I live in a very, rural town? It's a hick town. And it's really small. There's 2 intersections in the whole city, and I think they're less than a mile apart. But I love it. I love small towns. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, so randomly on this pine tree on my walk home, which is about a little less than half a mile, there was a red bow tied in on a branch in a pine tree. A lower branch, just randomly. It was so weird. Anyway, power, energy, vitality, survival, passion, dominance, action, ascension, creation, creation, a sign that you are ready to take action on a new goal or project that you have been putting off. So whatever healing you need to do here within yourself, and understand you can let go. They're not holding hands. You can let go of the idea you need a counterpart. You, yourself, you have to find that balance within yourself first. That you balance your own scales. You are your own judge. You take care of your own cause and effect. You create your world. No one else. Not even the love within your heart. No one can create that. That is your heart. Your heart.
You are the ruler of it. You are the king and queen of your heart. You allow what is in your heart that those waters are feeding and flourishing his world and giving it the abundant life that it needs to overcome those thoughts of the past. No more judging yourself by the ways of the world. You are going to go within and you are going to love yourself and you are going to complete yourself, which may just very well bring that other person into your life. Don't take it the wrong way. Not 10 out of 10 times, that clears your path, not just for financial success. And that's the thing. It's not, pentacles aren't always, I hate that. It's not always about money. It's whatever your treasure is. Please take it as it resonates for you. All right? When you understand the badass that you are, because of the experience that you've gone through in life, because of what you've done to balance the scales and pick your ass up and get your ass on the horse and do what you can with what you got and go as far as you can. Even if it's slow, it's still progress. Because this knight becomes the king. This is a process too. Look, life is a process. You could be at any one of these 3 stages right now. No matter which stage you are, still, you are the lover of your life first and foremost. Invite Angel Raphael in to allow your healing to begin. All right?
One more message of hope, please. One more message of hope. Let's show them a card for what they have to look forward to after this new moon. Bringing this new moon in Gemini. Do we have a message of joy or hope? Ooh, what, Jesus, are you kidding me? We're at 57 minutes. We still have to read. Knight of Cups, you guys. Sorry again about the crappy card. I don't even know how that one happened. Do I need to say more? Knights are your feelings. And you are tired. It is a journey. It has been an emotional journey, you guys. And you may be this cannot be our last card. Oh my God. But this horse is moving even faster. So again, although it is good to be grounded, make sure you are grounded first, but tap into your feelings about all of this and let those guide you. Look, horse is picking up the pace a little bit once you tap into your heart energies, not all up in your head. Now things are picking up pace with this knight because she's tapped into her heart. Fucking nice. Oh, crap, I forgot. I ruined it. Did I ruin it? Nope, let's just do it. Just so you know, I wanted to show you the world was on the bottom of the deck. I'm so sorry. I'm going to read this last card, and I think what we're going to... Dun, dun, dun. Absolute abundance of love. The Empress is all about love. That's Venus on that heart there. Dude, holy, abundant world. Beautiful, ultimate world. The Empress is the queen of all queens. Holy shit. She is the mother of her world. Whoo, lots of fertility, lots of abundance. Damn. All right. Reading the Empress. I'm nervous, you guys, because I don't want the thing to shut off. So I feel like we might have to read Love Wins. No, we're going to read it. Okay. Love is everything. The Empress is feeling herself. This benevolent goddess is alive and truly connected to the world and others through passion and pure emotions. The Empress is empowered by her love and sexuality, and her energy flows through everything around her. She gives life to the lush vegetation and receives life from the powerful river. She welcomes pleasure and feelings and fills each moment with ecstasy.
think less, feel more. Nice. Embrace self-love and use that self-love to build stronger and more profound connections with family, friends, or lovers. Look at that. Yes. Be fulfilled by your special circles of those who love you, social circles of those who love you. Drink from the cup of love. Allow it to nourish and warm you. Through love, you can find deep meaning and fulfillment. Love, love, love. It's all here for you if you let it in. Wow. Get out of town. And I'm going to send you off with this card. My favorite. New beginning. Look at that 0. Here you go. You've completed it. You've done it. Your new beginning. Here you go. Free as a bird. Because you conquered your thoughts. You took charge. I'm so proud of you. Oh my gosh. Your social circles, your home skillets that are helping, that are passionate just like you, and you actually have a lot of wisdom to offer them, but they, like you, are ready to use their passions to beat the odds in this world, this beautiful world that you have built, and you have. Congratulations, you guys. It's time to celebrate. Stop. All right. We are in chapter 2. Let's see. I'm trying to look where we were. Because I remember it's here that they were talking about this world, the one we know, but rescued, transformed, and renewed. Remember that we were talking about, okay, when Isaiah predicted that spears would become pruning hooks, that's a reference to cultivating, pruning and trimming and growing and paying close attention to the plants and whether they're getting enough water and their roots are deep enough. Soil under the fingernails, grapes, which, good, I'm right on track, huh, guys? Jeez. Getting enough water. Oh, grapes being trampled under bare feet, fingers sticky from handling fresh fruit. It's that green stripe you get around the sole of your shoe when you mow the lawn. Life in the age to come. Earthy. Third, much of their vision of life in the age to come was not new. Deep in their bones was the Genesis story of Adam and Eve, who were turned loose in a garden to name the animals and care for the earth and enjoy it. To name is to order, to participate, to partner with God in taking the world somewhere. Here it is, a big, beautiful, fascinating world, God says. Do something with it. For there is to be new wine, someone has to crush the grapes. For the city to be rebuilt, someone has to chop down the trees to make the beams to construct the houses. For there to be no more war, someone has to take the sword and get it hot enough in the fire to hammer it into the shape of a plow. All right, so you guys, because of our time, and I like that little bit of a message we have there anyway, we're just going to leave it at that and say, be blessed. Enjoy your blessings, actually. Be full of joy and compassion and communicate with love always, okay? Thanks, guys. Have a beautiful day.